I'm Jocelyn Dietrich. I am the customer success manager here at Kobold.
I am Neil Willison. I'm a customer success team member here at Kobold for about 6 or 7 months now.
Welcome to Kobold's Customer Success Guide. We are the customer success team here at Kobold Instruments. And today we're going to be answering some questions about how we can best support you.
Our team refers to the top 10 crucial details customers should provide when contacting us. What are these essential elements?
So for our top 10 for specifically our flow products, measuring flow is not as simple as a lot of people make it out to be, and a lot of times different aspects of your application will affect what type of flow meter you can use and how it works. So 10 things that we will typically ask for, the first being the media. So what are you actually trying to measure? This is specifically important for variable area meters, especially if you're doing gas applications, because all gases are not created equal and they will not affect the flow meter equally. So you kind of have to know what you're going to measure and some of the process conditions to go along with that. So some of the other things that we do need to know is your line sizes. So the meter that you're looking to connect to your system, what size connections do we need to match up to? Viscosity and density are the next two items. So again, that goes just knowing the application and if the meter will work for that application. Temperature, there's different meters have different temperature ranges that they're able to handle, and if your application calls for a temperature outside of that range, it rules out certain meters. Pressure, very similar to temperature, just needing to know what type of pressures we're working with in your system to see if our meter can meet that standard. Flow range as well, so a lot of people don't think about this. They just think about their line size and things of that nature, but we actually would like to know what flow range you're actually trying to measure to make sure that our meters can meet that demand. And then lastly, a lot of our meters, especially the electronic ones or the ones that have displays or interfaces, we're going to need to know the flow direction. So as you're standing there looking at your flow meter, we need to know in what orientation is the flow going through that meter so that we can properly mount the electronics or flow indicators onto that meter.
Could you explain why having this complete information is so crucial for providing efficient service?
Absolutely. We need to know this information because without it, we don't know if we're providing you with the right solution, or as Neil was saying about temperature and pressure and how certain instruments are made up to only handle certain temperatures and certain medias. So obviously we need the details to everything to make sure we're getting you what you need and that it's going to work correctly.
What sets Kobold's customer service apart from other instrumentation manufacturers?
I think one of my hopes and missions, and something that I definitely see here at Kobold that sets us apart, is just what I like to call and what I hear white glove service, really providing people with care and attention, giving them quick responses and making sure we're doing everything that we can, even if that means, telling them we don't necessarily have the right solution, just providing the absolute best care that we can. Anything to add from you?
When you reach out to us, there's a person on the other end of that email or that phone that's going to answer or respond to your email. So we don't have any automated services or anything. It's people driven.
Mm-hmm.
What's the most effective way for customers to reach our team?
So we certainly have two general email addresses that we respond from, customer service at koboldusa.com, as well as info@koboldusa.com. Both of those goes to team members who monitor those inboxes and respond accordingly. And as well, we also, obviously answer the phone as well. So if you call us at 412-788-2830, we'll respond to your call as well.
Is it true that Kobold manufactures a number of products in-house?
So yes, we do manufacture products in-house. This impacts lead time by allowing it to be quicker. We specialize in learning how to complete the manufacturing of these products in a swift way. So if you're calling ordering it, we have it ready to go sooner than if we're waiting for something to ship or, ordering it from parts or anything from elsewhere. Neil?
Yeah, so we have several product lines we make here, more than several, but some of the larger ones are like our NBK bypass level meters. So the bypass level gauge you mount on the side of a tank usually has a little roller system to indicate the level within the tank. You can get electronics with that. But that's a pretty popular product across the industry, and being able to manufacture it in-house here gives us the ability to work with lead times and adjust customer orders as needed. We have a great team manufacturing them. They can roll them out pretty quick. Gives us an upper hand a lot of times for those. And then, we just have a lot of other product lines that we build here. DUK is our ultrasonic inline flow meter. We've started building those here rather than buying them from our factories. We even are now able to manufacture the larger sizes of those DUK flow meters. That was just a recent development. So that's going to allow us to be able to be more flexible with faster lead times for even our larger size instruments.
Could you walk us through how your team handles RMAs?
Sure. That's kind of my wheelhouse at the time. So generally reach out via the emails that we talked about earlier, or the phone calls. Requesting RMAs to return a product to Kobold. We do need to have an RMA generated and included with that product back to us. But there's obviously the different reasons for returning. There could be an issue with the product that we would have to look at for repair or replacement. If it's within its warranty period, there's oftentimes people will order something unknowingly, not the exact thing that they need, so they'll need something different. So they'll do like kind of an exchange. We do like a credit and new order for that. So generally, the first step is the customer reaches out to us in one of the various methods. We work with them to ensure that an RMA is needed to return the product to us. We'll generate that RMA paperwork, email it to you. Pretty straightforward from there. Is the RMA's one form and then a set of instructions with it. Print out the forms. There's a statement of safeness at the bottom. Just if the product has been used, it's just verifying that you've cleaned it or it's safe for us to work with once we get it back. We need that signed and dated, and then that printed form included with the return of the product to us once we get that product back. We evaluate it, like I said, different reasons for return. If it's just a return to stock, if the product's been unused, we'll just verify that it has been unused and then proceed with the credit or whatever's necessary there. If it warrants a repair or replacement, we evaluate it to see if that's something we can do in-house or if we have to work with one of our factories that we source the product from. So we'll keep you updated on those steps as we walk through them.
I think it's also important to note here that even if an RMA isn't the solution, if you're not necessarily returning it, that it's still something we can help you with technical support from a distance. So always worth reaching out just to check in if something's going on.
How does Kobold continue to support customers after their purchase?
Yeah, so after you purchase something from us, you have us as a resource. So if you've got questions, concerns, or issues with anything, of course, we're here to support you in any way that we can. We want to make sure that, your solution is what you need it to be, and we'll work with you to make sure that it is. All right, so to our valued customers, we hope that this video helped you a little bit. I hope it helps you to understand how to best contact us and what we can do to support you to achieve ultimate success.